Hello everyone. Hi, this is Marlene with Dixie Quilters, and thank you for coming to visit me. I'm having some wonderful time here, just quietly getting a few things done before the week starts. And it's pretty exciting. We're working on the Cali and Co Block number 10. Can you believe we started this clear back in January? And I thought, oh, another daunting task in January. But this has been really fun. It's been, you know, she had us make so many of those little half square triangle things. But I think I may need to make some more. Because good thing I've got a bunch of extras right there. Because we have to make some more, because I might have not made as many as I was supposed to, like on month 4 or 5, somewhere like that. But anyway, we still have enough to do this block. So here it is, in case you don't want to download it. You can print that off, or just use it on a tablet. And then here is page 2. Can you read that, or is that light showing through it? Let me do it again. No, it's still showing through. Here, I'll do it with my notebook here. There we go. So the pattern is very straightforward. That's block 10, and this is a free download, so just in case you don't have printer ink, you can certainly look at it on your tablet or your laptop. There's the directions. Okay. Alrighty-dighty. So I was looking through the pizza box full of stuff, right? We have all the little flowers and some odd things here. I don't know what that is. I think those are extras in case I need some more. And then I've got my 4-inch squares, a variety from cherries to mice to flowers to lots of flowers. And then let's see, we've got some little half square triangles already made. We only have 8 left. So for block 11 and 12, woo! We may not have enough. We may have to dig into this stuff and make some more. And then we've got lots of long strips. I think I got carried away making the long strips. And I think these are all 12.5. No, those are 10.5. The bees are 10.5. But we have more than enough of these. I got carried away. So, the ones that I picked out were I just sort of randomly went through there and picked out the, how many does it say? 8 of them. 8 little half squares. One, the little mice. A little orange and red. Cherries. Some flowers. And it was nice because these hues of these and the definition on the flower is all similar. It's not really clearly defined kind of fabric, nor is it watercolorish. So it all goes together really good. And the last one is the little blue cherries. Then for our 4 corners, I just picked 4 different ones. I think this is a Lori Holt teal. This is an unusual, I don't know what it is, flower. And this came in either a fat quarter box or a Creative Notion box, could have been, but I think it's a fat quarter. And then this was some fabric I had, I don't know where from. So let's see, let's put on the spectacles here. Oh, and for our strips, I picked coordinating ones this time. 2 blue and 2 pale blue. One is bees and one is little flowers. And then the white ones. So let's see, how do we lay those out? And of course, these don't get put on until the very end, so we put those over there. Now it says here that we need something I didn't pull out of there. I need 8 squares. Oh, I missed a part of it. Good thing I read it, huh? Haven't read it yet. Oh, excuse me, Hannah. Sorry. All right, so apparently we needed 8 of these guys, the little already made ones, but we also need 8 not already made ones. So these would be solids. And I wonder if I have those. Let's look through here. Yeah. Hey, there we go. Okay, we got plenty. So 8, an orange and a yellow, cherries, and a yellow flower, and a blue polka dot. And then that bundle repeats. So let's find another bundle. Here's some reds. Red, red, green. Hey, these are the same ones that I picked for the half squares. Okay, good. Well, we'll have coordinating ones. Only I like this red better than this one. There. All right, so we're going to pick the cherries and flowers and yellow and polka dots. 2 reds this time. And 2 greens with mice and flowers. And that'll work really good with these. All right, so now we're going to lay it out according to the layout. All right, there we go. Gonna have enough room here. Let's move that up here. All right, so these solids, there's 4 in the middle and 4 on the outside. So how do we want to arrange these? Do we want to have them, you know, that's how they're going to go. Maybe I'll do it sort of coordinated. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. And I might get rid of this one and get another blue one. See, that's a nice thing about this quilt. You can do what you darn well want to. Oh, those are too big. All right, well, we'll use 2 that go together. Boy, I've got a heat vent right above me here. I think I can get rid of the hat. Fluff that up a little, huh? All right, so we're going to put in the half square triangles now. Can you see this? Okay, it's not very good, but I don't have an overhead camera yet, but I will get one someday. Over the rainbow. Now there's 2 yellows. Okay, we'll put those greens together. No, we don't want to put those like that. Well, maybe we do. What do you think? That's harmonious. There's really no rhyme or reason because it's all random, but tonight I sort of picked some matching sets. Sometimes I like that more than the rando. You've heard me say that before. So we're gonna put all these guys together, and then we're gonna put on the white borders. Then we're gonna put on the flowered borders. Then we're gonna put the corners on and do that odd cut where we don't do it in half. We do it, you know, we've been doing it every month. So we'll show you that when we get there. And I may cut some of this out so you don't have to watch all this tedious stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and sew it up now. And I think what I'm going to do after this is I'm going to take about, let's see what time it is. Well, I'm going to get the Civil War box out and start talking about, to myself, about what I want to talk about next. You know, I haven't pulled the Civil War box out for, I don't think I did anything in September. Let me check my spreadsheet on that. The last time I did Civil War was September 1. Well, I guess I'm not too far behind. So now I'm in October, midway. And I think the last one we did might have been Old Maid, number 32. So it's time. We're due to do that. Now we just finished the Fat Quarter Designer. Yes. And we completed it. Wonder what day today is. Well, we'll figure that out in a little bit. And then we're going to finish up. We did the woolly lamb, we did October 1. We haven't worked on the quilting bee yet for October. And we're doing the Cali and Co right now. And then Sew Sampler Flowering. That's the one that should be coming in, let's see, if today is almost the 20th, it should be here in about 5 days. So we'll do that one. I've got Jane Austen on hold until January. And we got to find out what the monthly box challenge is with Fat Quarter Shop. Oh, I got to remember to enter my Panel Perfect Autumn one in the Lynn Soft Squares Facebook group. I think if you enter something you've finished that is Christmas related or seasonal related for October. Gosh, I hope that's still going on. I'll have to look into that. Okay, let's keep it going. When I do these with chain stitching, sometimes I have a heck of a time getting them put back together again in the order I had them, you know. There's got to be a trick to it. Because I tend to pick them up and then twirl them around, you know. And I know this is the edge that we're doing. Does it say which way to press them? Let's do that. Press as illustrated. Oh, fiddly-dee. I'm going to press them all to the solid, and if I need to redo it, I will. You know, I set out to do this whole quilt in a whimsical patterns, and I sure did. I like what we came up with. Okay, now let's see if I can put that back together then. I think I got it. Except that one. Well, I might have done that. There. Okay. So on this map, it says for everything is to be going that way. And so we'll do that. And in this row, everything goes this way. And then this way, everything goes towards the mice. And then this one is toward the red. All right then, so it should go together very neatly with the nested seams. So let's see if that happens. That's going together nicely. There we go. Very nice. Okay, so put that on there. Okay, the last seam here. Make sure it lines up. That doesn't feel right. There we go. You know how you feel it when it's laying flat? Some seamstresses don't even pin, they just feel it, and that hasn't worked for me yet. Okay, I'm happy with that. Except it didn't sew over here. Why? That is weird. It had been folded over and it didn't sew. So we're going to open it up a little bit further to catch that part that's folded over. That new pink seam ripper is really sharp and really good. That came in the sew sampler. And you know I need a seam ripper. I think my bangs are getting too long. They're looking very unruly. How about I do that? Okay, there we are. If you look closely, they're right together. On the money. It's a money. Press down. I suppose we ought to set the seams first. Okay, we'll set the seams. And then press all of them the same direction. On my way home from Bend, I was driving this morning about 9, and it was a 2.5-hour drive. And I was doing 60, and it's no snow yet. It's about 40 degrees up in the mountains. And the big, giant fir trees on tight in both sides of the road. And it's only 2 lanes. And we got all these big trucks and pickups, and they're flying by you in the passing lanes. And I come over this brim of this hill, and I'm doing about 60. And a lot of lights. So I start braking immediately, and a big tree had come down across the whole highway. That was a big tree. So the only way to get around it was on my side of the tree. I could go off into the shoulder and around and keep going. But everybody who was in the oncoming traffic, there was nothing they had, so that would have been a big snarl up, but I avoided it narrowly. But the rest of the trip was absolutely gorgeous. All the fall foliage with the willows and the whatevers that are next to the river. Because it's a 2-lane highway right next to a river. And it follows the river up into the mountains and past a lake, and then, yeah, it was a beautiful scenic drive. Albeit it was a bit scary. All right, so now let's see. Turn to the page. Okay, we're gonna put the white ones on first. Wait a minute. Let's make sure it's exactly the right size. 10 and a, wait a minute, just a minute. 8.5 by 8.5, okay. Oh, almost. It's a little wonky on this end. I see this side's poking out and this side's poking out. Well, you saw me. I was doing it all really accurate to the best of my ability, but doggone it if it doesn't. It's about 2.5. If I pull that over a tiny bit, make that 1 or 1.5, then this is just a little bit doable. Now let's put that there. Now we'll go this way. It's a little heavy in the middle. Man, that is skewed. Okay, that's way better. Way. All right, now I'm happy. All right, so the first things are the white ones, and the short ones go on the top. No, they go on the sides. You know, that looks exactly the same on both sides. It's getting up on 40 minutes. Why don't I cut it off, and then I'll show you the finished product when we're done. Hi again. I just was talking to an empty space here for quite a while. Okay, here is our finished Cali and Co number 10. Yay! And I'm pretty much happy. I'm pretty much happy with it. There's a couple of spots at this intersection here. I'm not real super dino-whopping happy. But the parts that match, they all match. They all go together nicely. So I'm very happy. What do you think about the colors? I'm pretty happy with those too. All right then, that's it for Cali and Co number 10. If you like what you see, please subscribe and ring the bell and say yes or whatever it is that we do, please. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye. God bless. All right, so that's Cali and Co, a wrap.